It's taken 6,000 years for nature to carve these remarkable formations. The marble caves of Chile Chico are located on a peninsula of solid marble bordering a remote glacial lake that spans the Chile-Argentina border. The lake is fed by rivers coming from several surrounding glaciers. As the glaciers melt and grow, the waters slowly carve out the marble, leaving behind masterpieces fit for a museum. These distinct bright blue waters are caused by suspended particles from the glaciers, reflecting the blue part of sunlight. Getting to this location isn't easy. It's a long journey requiring a flight, a 200-mile drive into the wilderness, and a boat ride just to get there. But it's worth it. The remarkable swirling patterns on the cave reflect the lake's blue waters, changing with the water levels and the season. Nature truly is the greatest artist.
In the middle of the harsh desert in Peru, surrounded by miles of rolling sand dunes, there's a small oasis that's far from a mirage. The town of Huacachina has a population of about 100 people and is one of the few remaining natural oases in North and South America. It's a popular tourist destination, hosting tens of thousands of tourists each year. In its heyday, the village flourished as an elite resort getaway for the wealthy who once flocked to the waters of the lagoon because it was thought to have medicinal properties. The resort became so popular, it is even featured on Peru's official currency. Legend holds that the lagoon was created when a beautiful native princess was apprehended at her bath by a young hunter. She fled, leaving the pool of water she had been bathing in to become the lagoon. And the woman herself is rumored to still live in the oasis as a mermaid.
Stepping onto Socotra Island is like setting foot on an alien landscape. This place is one of the most isolated landforms on Earth. Located in the Arabian Sea south of Yemen, the island separated from the mainland of Africa between 6 and 7 million years ago. There are nearly 700 endemic species on Socotra that are found nowhere else on the planet. Perhaps the most head-turning of Socotra's species is the dragon's blood tree. These strange umbrella-shaped trees dot the island. Its top-heavy design is actually an adaptation to Socotra's arid climate. The large green crown provides shade, which reduces evaporation in a place that sees very little rainfall. This otherworldly gem has experienced threats to its ecology from human development, but the United Nations stepped in 2008, designating it a UNESCO heritage site.
In the heart of Myanmar's jungles, over 1,000 pagodas can be found piercing through the green. Niang Ok and the crumbling ruins of Shwe En Thien are home to these sacred buildings, all at various stages of preservation. Some have been restored, and others are still in their original crumbling state. They're decorated with images of celestial beings or mythological animals, such as the Naga serpents and lion-like chimps. Some enshrine images of the Buddha. The site is believed to date back to the days of the Indian Emperor Ashoka, who sent monks in the 3rd century BC to spread Buddhism across Asia. But it wasn't until around the 14th century that construction began on these buildings, and most weren't finished until 400 years later. Local Buddhists are now attempting to salvage and restore these ancient structures. However, some will inevitably be lost to the jungle.
MC Escher has nothing on this place. Chan Baori is one of the largest and perhaps most visually spectacular stepwells. This deep, four-sided structure is made up of 3,500 Escher-esque terraced steps that descend down to a depth of 100 feet. A large temple adorns the face, dedicated to Harshat Mata, goddess of joy and happiness. You may recognize this incredible wonder. Its intricate steps have made appearances in Hollywood films like The Fall, The Dark Knight Rises, and The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. Northwestern India, where the stepwell lies, is extremely arid. The well was designed to conserve as much water as possible. At the bottom of the well, the air remains 5 degrees cooler than at the surface, making it an excellent gathering place for locals during intense heat waves. Jodhpur, India is a sea of blue in the middle of a hot, dry desert. Welcome to the Blue City. Jodhpur is the second largest city in India's Rajasthan province. Surrounded by a wall with bastions, the striking blue buildings in Jodhpur contrast sharply and beautifully with the neighboring Thar Desert. It's the older quarters built in 1459 where many of the blue buildings are found. Some say the color is associated closely with the Brahmins, India's priestly caste, and the blue houses of the old city belong to families of that caste. There's also an argument that termites are the real reason. Builders added copper sulfate to the whitewash to thwart the pests, which resulted in the eye-soothing blue. However, locals say the blue is a natural indigo dye. A final explanation might be the city's nickname. It's known as the Sun City, and the blue helps keep the homes cool. Either way, Jodhpur looks like a real-life fairy tale.
The Goblin Valley State Park in Utah is known for its thousands of hoodoo rocks, referred to locally as goblins. Hoodoos are formations of mushroom-shaped sandstone, and Goblin Valley has the highest occurrences of these in the world. It is often compared to Mars because its look is otherworldly.
In northern Lithuania, near the city of CHILE, hundreds of thousands of crosses sit on a hill. Now representing both the Lithuanian identity and Christian devotion, this site of pilgrimage offers peace to those who visit. This is the Hill of Crosses. The tradition of leaving crosses began in 1831 to commemorate those who had fallen in a rebellion against Russia. People still leave crosses today.